That is a stunning snake. Holy. Oh, Sabah.
Look what we've turned up.
This is the second Sumatran for the night. He's so comfortable. Alright, so we're picking up where we left off in the last Borneo herping video for our final night of herping the lowlands of Sabah. Oh, it's the next morning and we're going for a rainforest walk to see what we can turn up. It's very warm, but hopefully we can see some sort of diurnal snake. Alright, so while we've been walking along this creek, look what we've turned up. Elegant bronzeback Dendrolathus formosus, one of the most beautiful bronzebacks around here. This is a massive formosus. I didn't even know that they got this big. And he was just shooting through the water at 1,000,000 miles an hour. When they swim, they're insanely fast, but look at the color on those scales, the yellow belly. They've got those blue flecks between the scales like most Dendrolathus, but they inflate when they're threatened. Look at the color on this thing. He's out here through the day, definitely on the hunt for frogs along the creek and escaping the dry heat. This creek's nice and cool. It's nowhere near as hot as the surrounding jungle. How good is that? Another new species for the trip and an absolutely beautiful snake. I tried to photograph him. I could not get him to sit still, so there will be no camera photos of this snake, but that is epic. It's not uncommon to see these sleeping in the branches at night like a lot of other diurnal snakes in Asia, so we have a chance of seeing another one and hopefully getting more photos. But we are going to send him back into the water. This is the first rain in this town for I think a couple of weeks, so hopefully it keeps coming because this will be a blessing for tonight's herping. Alright, here we go. Night 2's about to start. Woo! Feels good. It feels a lot cooler than last night. It's a lot wetter, so I'm keen to see what this rain is going to bring out. Let's get into it. Alright, first little stop since we started walking. Not too long after we started. A few fire-lid tree frogs hanging around this little man-made pond on the way in. But we photographed these last night and got some videos, so we're going to keep moving. First snake of the night. I think this is another white-spotted cat snake. Yeah. Right here. Another white-spotted cat snake. Boiga Drapezi, the first snake of the night. Nice. He's on the move after the rain. We've already had a look at Drapezi in the last video, so we're going to leave this one be and keep going. They're out.
That's right at the top. A meal.
Oh, Sabah. Yep.
We're going to get that one down.
Nice. I don't know if you'll be able to see him on this. You can just see him up there. We're going to figure out a game plan. This Sabah is very high. We're going to try and get it down and have a look. Might struggle though. Alright, so last night you saw that beautiful big female Bornean killed pit viper. Tonight we've got a male, and this is the perfect example of what I was talking about with the sexual dimorphism in the species. Look at the size of this pit viper compared to last night's snake. It is so small. This is an adult male and it is sexually mature. It'd be big enough to breed with the female from last night, but the size difference and the color difference is insane. They look like completely different snakes, and you can distinguish the males from the females because at this size they're both small green vipers, but the females have bands while the males have those two stripes on either side of the spine. It looks very similar to juvenile wagglers because wagglers and Bornean killed pit vipers were all wagglers at one point, and then they got split up, so the Sabah are endemic to Borneo, and then the wagglers you get in other parts of Peninsular Malaysia, Thailand and all that sort of stuff. We got both the Sabah. That's awesome. I was hoping to see one of these tonight, so that's great. Alright, so about 10 meters after that Sabah, we have another Sumatran pit viper. This is the third species of snake for the night, and we already saw one of these last night as well. This is a juvenile female, I think, but There's another subadult Sumatran pit viper. Different to the one we saw last night. It's about the same size, but different area, so we know it's not the same snake. Another beautiful green viper. We need that big female though, and we've already given a good look at the male Sumatran from last night, so we're gonna keep moving. So this big bamboo stump here might not look very exciting, but this is what you call a phytotelm. And if you look inside, it's filled with water. So phytotelms are plants that hold water. And this big dead bamboo plant that's been cut has been filled with water. And you probably can't see it, but there are tadpoles inside. So those are from phytotelm breeders, which are frogs that breed in these water bodies in the trees. They're all arboreal species that do it. And back home in Australia, there are no species that are phytotelm breeders. So it's really different coming here and seeing tadpoles in tree hollows and stuff. It's crazy. It's awesome. But yeah, just thought I'd show this cool little find. It's probably not exciting to that many people, but I reckon that is sick. Have a look at the size of this frog. I am honestly not sure what species this is, so I'm gonna have to check the ID on it, but look at the size of this thing. It's like cane toad sized. Alright, you probably can't see it very well, but in there is a very camouflaged juvenile male Sumatran pit viper. This is the second Sumatran for the night. This is crazy. These aren't a common viper at all, and we found 3 in 2 nights. We're still yet to find a big female though, but this is the same species that we just saw then, and it's probably about 100 meters after. Yet again, another different individual. Definitely not the same one as last night. This is the smallest Sumatran we've seen as well. How good is that? The snakes are out. That's 4 in pretty quick succession tonight. So let's keep the momentum up. There's the same adult female Bornean killed pit viper from last night, hanging out a little bit lower down the tree. It's a trilobite beetle. Another viper. Another small subannulatus. Another snake. Another pit viper for the night. Another young male Tropidolamus subannulatus. Bit smaller than the last one. Damn, they're a good snake. It's been quite a while since we've seen this snake now. It's probably been like an hour and a half, 2 hours. But we've got another viper. That's sick. Big Asian water monitor swimming underneath the surface of the water. Oh, he's gone. And just next to that water monitor is this beautiful Gonocephalus borneansis, sorry. The colours on this thing are insane. It's pretty high and it's sleeping at the moment. So we're just gonna get some videos in situ, because when you grab them, they just change their colours heaps anyways, and it'd probably just go a dull brown. And they also bite a lot. And I'm not really in the mood to get bitten a million times, but that is a stunning dragon. The wildlife in Borneo is insane. So we've got that Gonocephalus borneansis over there, and over here, we've got the first big male Gonocephalus grandis that we've seen. Last night we got to see a nice female, but this is a stunning male. Look at the crest on the back of his head, the white banded tail. They look like a boids on meth. Actually no, a boids on steroids, I reckon. They look sick. We're in dragon heaven here. We've got another female Gonocephalus grandis. Look at that. Second Salvatore at this spot on this tree stump. Salvatore on this big tree stump. That's sick. This is the lizard heaven. This giant river toad. Look at this thing. He's massive. He's so comfortable. Big fat giant river toad. Early morning, the sun's out, cloudy and it's humid. We didn't stay out as late last night so that we could get up early today and go for a bit of a road cruise. So we're gonna get into the jungle and see if we can turn up some snakes. Road cruising down the new road. Look at this Kopstein's bronzeback. That is a stunning snake.
Oh my God. We've got him a little bit calmed down now. This has probably been the most bitey snake that I've ever seen, but that's all right because this thing is stunning. Kopstein's bronzeback, Dendrolaphus kopsteini. The area that we're in right now, Kopstein's bronzebacks are not common at all, and I didn't think we were going to be in range for them this trip, but I saw this bronzeback on the road, just managed to get a hand on him, and I was stoked when I saw that it was a Kopstein's. These are my favourite bronzeback of all of the species you get in Southeast Asia. The stunning red neck on them, those bright blue scales. You can see they've got those massive eyes on their head. They have great eyesight because they feed predominantly on lizards. So those big eyes help to spot the fast lizards out here in the jungle. Far out, I'm stoked. Easily my favourite snake this trip. This thing is absolutely stunning. All right, we're going to release this bronzeback now, and then we're going to head up into Mount Kinabalu for the next video where we're going to be herping the highlands. So come back for the next one and we'll get a whole new diversity of different species. We'll chuck them on the road so you can watch how fast they slither.